thought I would kind of film a get ready with me kind of chit chatty thing this morning. Haven't done one of those in quite a while. Not necessarily real good at the get ready with me's and that kind of stuff, so don't typically make it a habit of doing that a lot on this channel. But while I was sitting here today with not much else to do and nobody else to converse with, I thought I just would go ahead and chat with you guys a while. This moisturizer that I'm using, this Advanced Hydration Complex, I'm actually going to be doing a video on this product very soon, along with the facial toner that I use. This stuff here comes from Dr. Barbara. You guys have heard me talk about her quite a bit with the hormone creams. I'm going to have a video listed for you down below of a video that I did on her progesterone and how it can affect your moods and all that kind of stuff. I'll have that link for you down there. But her line is just incredible, and it is amazing what this stuff has done for my skin. I have seen so much improvements in my skin since I started using that. So I'm going to do a whole separate video soon. But at any rate, while that is soaking into my skin, anyway, while I'm letting that settle into my skin, several of you have even commented to me that you have noticed in some of my videos how much better my skin is looking. So I'll definitely fill you guys in on that. The products are a little bit expensive, but definitely, in my opinion, it's worth it. You know, some things it's great to save on, and some things it's definitely worth splurging on. So I'm also going to do an update video too on my son, because he was having severe acne issues. I mean, really severe, and it didn't matter what we did, we just were not being able to make any headway in that area for him. So when I had written her to ask her opinion on what we could use for his face and the adolescent acne, and also I think some of his was because he was having reactions with the mold issues that we had been going through in the home, because I had heard to where that kind of stuff can also cause some acne breaks out, kind of more like an allergic reaction kind of. So she recommended a product that she has, and he has been using it now a couple of months, and oh my goodness, the difference in his skin is amazing. As a matter of fact, he finally cut his hair for the first time in a really long time. Of course, the style was to wear it long, but then whenever the style came to where a lot of his friends were starting to cut it shorter, he was embarrassed to cut it shorter because the acne was so bad, and the hair kind of helped cover it up on his forehead and the sides of his face. But now he's even cut his hair. You guys have seen that in a couple of the videos that we have done recently, and just feeling and looking so much better. So I want to do a video on that as well, because I know a lot of teenagers. I am at the bottom of my barrel, you guys. Look at that. Do you guys ever do that where you open it up and use the stick to get the last little bit? I hate wasting product. So if I can open it up and get some out, then that's exactly what I do. To be honest with you, I just haven't had time to get to the store with everything that's been going on, and then just not feeling good myself. I haven't replaced this one, but even if I would have replaced it, I wouldn't open the new one till I got every little ounce out of the bottle that I possibly could. This lighting here in front of this window is horrible, and I've pulled it up right in front of the window here at the hotel, so I'm sure anybody that walks by this window is probably going to think I am a nut, but they probably would be halfway right, so that's all right with me. Anyway, I don't even remember what I was saying now. I was talking about his face and his face getting better. So I'll do a video on that as well, because I know a lot of teenagers struggle with acne, and not even just teenagers, but even a lot of adults struggle with adult acne, and her products are just fantastic. They really, really are. So I'll have her website linked for you down below. You can go ahead and hop over there and begin taking a look until I can get all of that information recorded for you guys on a video, but definitely blessed to have come across her information. So you guys tell me what all is happening in your lives, in your neck of the woods where you guys are. Hope you all are staying well. You can tell I am recuperating today. I'm not feeling 100%, but definitely much, much better than yesterday. And hopefully, if I can keep rotating these meds today, then I'll actually feel like getting out of the hotel this afternoon. Last night, hubby came in from his class, and he had caught it too. So he came straight in. He had brought us some dinner, and we ate that real quick, and then he came in the bedroom here and laid down, and he slept probably till about 8:30ish or so, I want to say. He had come out there. I'd fallen asleep on the couch, and he came out there and woke me up, and we came in here and tried to watch a little bit of Food Network Star. We don't have television at home. We have Netflix. We have some movies, but we don't do TV. But when we're off in hotel and stuff like this, we'll turn it on. And I just realized my powder is in the truck with my husband, and I might not actually be able to do any more to my face until he gets here this afternoon. All I can do is try. We'll try to get what we can get done on here, and then I might have to set it whenever he gets in late this afternoon. But anyway, tried to watch a little bit of that, but I tell you, as bad as I was feeling, I was just right back off to sleep. Couldn't even watch any of that. Just feeling so very bad. And that's pretty much it. He woke up around 9ish, somewhere in there, ran up to Walmart for us. He never got to feeling quite as bad as me or the kids. Well, actually, our daughter, she started feeling just a wee bit achy, but she jumped right on top of her medicine, doing what the doctor had told me to do for our son. She jumped right on top of that, so she never got sick. So, but he, fortunately, didn't get as bad as me or the boy did. And he got up this morning, went on to school. Whenever I talked to him just a little bit ago, he said he's almost back at 100%. So that's good news. That's very good news. I'm not sure what medicine he might have ended up taking. I know he was taking the ibuprofen that me and my son have been taking, but I'm not sure if he took any of the Theraflu or not, to tell you the truth, because I was just so out of it. I have no idea what all was going on with him as far as what he was taking. But at any rate, he said he's feeling back to normal, so that's good news. Glad to hear that. I tell you, I felt so bad this morning whenever I thought of him having to get up and come to class feeling so bad. That's never a fun or easy thing to do, so very, very happy to hear that. The kids are doing well. Been talking to them multiple times a day, checking on them, especially after I got to feeling so bad. I thought, oh my goodness, I hope that he doesn't relapse, and I hope she doesn't come down with it. And so far, so good. So that was good news. Not sure where we contracted this stuff from. It has been so long since any of us have had anything even remotely similar to this. Now, a couple of summers ago, I did go through a bout of pneumonia, but that was only because we had taken the kids bowling that summer right after they got out of school, just to reward them for another hard year's work behind them. And when we walked into the bowling alley, I noticed that some of the ceiling tiles were down, and I thought, well, that's not good, but didn't think a whole lot of it. But as the night began to wear on, I thought I was smelling a moldy smell, and I remembered making the statement, I sure hope that that's not mold that we're smelling out of this ceiling since all the tiles are down. And sure enough, that's what it was. And by the time we left to go home, I was feeling horrible. I mean, so bad. It just wasn't even funny. And by the next day, it had totally wiped me out. So, I hate that I don't have my powder. I can't even set this stuff, you guys. Left that other one right in his truck. Obviously, you guys know that I didn't need it yesterday. So I wasn't even thinking that half of my stuff is still in his truck. Oh well, we'll get as far through this as we can. And then when he comes in this afternoon, I'll have to try to finish it up. But nonetheless, I come down with pneumonia from being in that building and just breathing that in all night. And that was rough stuff. Very rough. Matter of fact, I was down about 3 weeks with that. That wiped me out for almost a month. Just could not seem to get better. Did everything the doctor told me to do. I was fortunate that I was able to keep enough fluids in me and all that kind of stuff that I didn't have to go into the hospital with it, which I was really blessed as far as that's concerned. But that was just some really rough stuff there. Since then, and up until then, I can't even tell you the last time that any of us have been sick. Not like this especially. Maybe, you know, the typical cold you get every year. But anyway, that was rough. And I know that some of you guys have asked me about the flu shot. No, we don't get the flu shot. Too many bad experiences with people around us with those flu shots. And just after studying and the information that I find out about those, I know a lot of people get them and a lot of people are okay with them every year. But that is not something that my family or I take advantage of. And as a matter of fact, when we were in the doctor the other day with my son, they asked, have you had the flu vaccination? I says, no. And the guy went on to tell me that it really wouldn't have mattered anyway, that they have seen a ton of people that have the flu vaccinations still coming in there with the flu this year because they don't really work as well as people want to think they do. So anyway, I don't believe that's why we have it or any of that stuff. So no, we don't take it, and no, we don't plan to take it. We've been pretty blessed with our health, I do have to say. It's rare that any of us come down ill, and I am really grateful and blessed for that. And I don't know, maybe another reason why we don't struggle with illness a lot is because, as you all know, my children are homeschooled, so they're not out there in constant interaction with other kids who come to school sick with viruses and all that kind of stuff. So I'm sure that does play a lot into why we don't seem to have those problems a lot. I remember though, growing up, I never got sick a whole lot. Matter of fact, people would comment often, and we did grow up, you know, in public school. We're always around people. My dad is a pastor, so we always were busy with church activities and church functions, just always around people. But God just always had his hand on us. And that was one thing that we were blessed with very good health. So, matter of fact, I was joking with my kids the other day with the pneumonia that we've had and just the struggle that we've had with the mold in our home the last couple of years. I have been sick more the last couple of years than I was my whole life prior to that. But even in that, we have still been very blessed. So I'm very grateful to the Lord for that. And obviously, very grateful for quick recovery. That is for sure. Not exactly sure what the plans are for tonight. My husband had texted me a little earlier to see if I was better and if I thought I was going to feel like getting out and going to dinner. He's great. He feels back just about 100%. So I'm feeling much, much better myself. So I think we're going to try to get out and at least go to dinner somewhere tonight. Try to see a little bit of the city while we're here. Of course, it's hard to see it during the daytime. He has class from 8 to 5 every day. And of course, I don't have a vehicle to get around with because we bring his work vehicle. They pay for him to use that since this is a training for the sheriff's department. And obviously, I'm not a deputy. I can't drive that vehicle. So I get kind of stuck here. A lot of times when he has trainings away, they'll either put them in a resort type hotel where you have a lot to do just at the resort itself. And I'm losing my towel here. And if they don't put us in a resort, then it's usually at a hotel that's fairly close to other things where I can walk during the day and shop and all. But this particular hotel is not like that at all. We are down here. There's not much surrounding this place. There is a shopping center, he said, that's probably about 3 or 4 miles down the road from here. He said he noticed a Dollar Tree for sure, and he wasn't sure what else was down there. So I may get him to take me by there tonight to look and see. The problem with him dropping me off at 8 o'clock in the morning is that I wouldn't have a way to get back here all day, and trying to find shopping to do from 8 to 5 might prove to be a long, tiring day just now getting over this flu. But if I'm starting to feel much better, then I may just let him drive me down there tonight, see what's in that little plaza, and if there's enough that looks like I could stay busy for about 8 hours tomorrow, then I might get up and let him drop me off there first thing in the morning on his way to class, and then just kind of hang out there all day. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling. Nonetheless, there's always plenty to keep me busy in here. I have reading and some studying that I need to do, so that keeps me busy. Of course, talking back and forth with the kids. I try not to talk too much while they're doing their work, their school work, but off and on. And of course, yesterday being so ill, I was able to catch up on several of you guys' videos that I haven't been able to see yet. Of course, I watched all of those Easter DIYs. So if you guys didn't catch that yesterday, be sure to go catch that collaboration video, and then be sure to link to all the other channels. They did some great work. Really cool stuff that they were able to come up with and put together. So that was very fun. I think what I'm gonna try to do today, since I'm feeling a little bit better, you know, sometimes makeup just helps you feel better. I don't know why. It does though. I think I'm gonna try one of these Itay glitters that I had done a review on for you guys not too long ago. If you didn't see that, be sure that you go and take a look at that. These glitters are just fabulous. They are so fantastic. So I'm trying to see which one might be in here that I want to wear today, just to make me feel a little better. I think maybe I'll go with this pretty coppery gold one right there. That looks pretty. I don't care if it's evening time or not. I know some people have their rules with their cosmetics, and they won't wear certain things at certain times of the day and blah blah blah, but not me. If I like it, I wear it. I don't care if it's morning, noon, or night. I don't care if it's winter or if it's summer or if it's spring or if it's fall. Thought I had my little towel here. If I like it, I wear it. Most definitely so. Tell me, are you guys like that? Or do you guys follow a protocol to where you only wear certain things at certain times? Nothing wrong with that. To each their own. certainly no criticism from me one way or the other what people do. Just like I would hope there would be no criticism towards me. But obviously, we all know sometimes that's not true. And you know, I'm just realizing that I sat right here chewing the fat with you guys so much that I totally forgot to put on my eyelid primer. So this might not prove to be a good thing. My eyes are so oily that without that eyelid primer, shadow does not stay on my eyes at all. Oh my goodness. Look how gorgeous this copper color is. Not sure how well that's going to show up on camera, the way the shadows are kind of falling in here right now. That is really pretty. I tell you, I have been super, super impressed with this Itay line of products. You guys probably recently saw the review I did on their lipsticks. And then, of course, I had already done one on these glitters. And I believe I have some more stuff that's going to be coming in. She had contacted me again and asked would I like to try their blush and bronzer. And I just noticed my powder brush is also in my husband's car. So might not be able to clean that up too well till he gets back this afternoon. Anyway, she had asked would I be willing to try the foundation, the blush, and the bronzers. So naturally, who's going to say no to free makeup, right, you guys? Somebody wants to send you some free makeup to try, absolutely. And the cool thing about it is, you know, because I always tell everybody, you can send me a product, but to expect a totally honest 100% review from me, because I will never lie about a product to people just because I've gotten it for free. So there's no pressure from them at all. They want an honest review, and the good thing about it is their product is so fantastic anyway that I guess they feel confident enough that they're going to be getting some positive reviews. So that's always fun. Some of their products I have found through Content Boulevard. Do you guys know much about that? If you make YouTube videos, you can go in there to sign up and you request certain products that you see on the list. And I'm not sure what all their criteria is. I think your channel has to be a certain size, a certain view count on your videos, different things like that. Whatever their requirements are, they take a look at your channel, and then different companies will approve or disapprove of your request. I've actually had more disproved than approved because, of course, I don't have a very large channel, and even with the size of subscribers that I have, I really don't get a very high view count on any particular video style that I make. So it's even actually very confusing to me because, to be honest with you, I don't know why most of you are here. If it's for the couponing, if it's for the DIYs, if it's for product reviews, or just other things that I do, because I don't have a very high view count, period, but I certainly don't have a very consistent view count either on what I do put up. So it's not like I know, okay, all the DIYs will get a large view, or, you know what I mean? I don't know. I've put out videos a couple of times asking you guys to tell me, and I've had a few responses, but pretty much from the same faithful few that always comment and interact with me on everything else. So it's kind of hard to know really why some of you guys are here. But because my view count is not very high at all, then I don't get a lot of approvals for the products that I've requested. But I have gotten a few, and the products that I've gotten so far have all been fantastic. They really, really have been. And then I guess maybe because of that, I've had a few companies that somehow have found my channel that have actually just emailed asking would I like to review some of their products. So not everything that I have has come because of Content Boulevard. And I'm not real sure. I don't think there's really any rhyme or reason how some of the other ones are finding me. But nonetheless, trying to make do with this other brush until my husband can get here with my powder brush this afternoon. I don't know though, this video is already on 25 minutes and I'm not quite done, but I'm probably going to go ahead and cut it off because I'm not even sure in this hotel how long it's going to take to even upload a video quite this size. So I'm going to go ahead and call it here, you guys. I'll finish getting ready, and then of course I'm still vlogging the rest of today, so I'll see you back a little bit later. But before you guys get stuck here forever, I think I'm gonna go ahead and call this one, finish up what I can. He has my bag with some of my other stuff, so not even sure how far I'm gonna get, but at any rate, it was good to sit here and chat with you guys for a while, keeping me company here in this hotel room. It looks like a really pretty day out there, so we'll just see how it all shapes up. I'm feeling better by the minute, so definitely think we'll be able to get out this evening and maybe we'll get to show you some of the town. At any rate, we will see you in just a little while.